Hello, my beautiful butterflies. Good morning. How are you? Can you hear me? Good morning, good morning. Hello, good morning, my beautiful soul. How are you? How are you feeling? I'm feeling really good. I was just coming live to do a little talk about non-duality because I've seen a lot of people are interested in this topic, and I made a few videos today about it on TikTok, but I really wanted to hear some of your concern or something that maybe you want to explore about the non-duality, because it's a very complicated topic, is a very deep topic, and spiritually transcending duality, it means transcending this classification that we created about what is right and what is wrong, and mostly is an illusion. There is not right and wrong, there is just a cocktail of opposite experiences that happen in your life that they can serve you if you allow them to serve you. And it's a very complex topic because people then come to me and they're like, oh, what do you mean? So doesn't exist a right and a wrong? And it's like, well, not really. Things just are. You decide where to locate them in your inner vision, right? So you would say, oh, this is wrong, this is right, but it's not actually, it's just your interpretation. There is not right and wrong. There is just things that happen to you, and they might be more in the light or they might be more in the darkness, but they all have a potential to serve you and make you more evolved. I was talking in my video about the TED Talk, for example. I don't know if you guys watch the program, the TED Talks. There are people in there that have been like raped, and now they found their life purpose on helping people that went through the same experience. Or women that have been put acid on their face, and that was a bad experience, but they found their life purpose now on helping other women that went through that similar situation. So even though what happened to them look bad in their life, this bad experience helped them to find their life purpose, helped them to find something to do with their life, empowering other people, helping other people that went through this darkness. So in a sense, something that happened to their life was bad, but in the bad, they evolved. They transcended. They saw the bigger picture. So every time we attach ourselves to something, that is an illusion, because something simple, even like drinking water is good, but believe me, if you drink 4 liters of water in a day, water is not good no more. So even some, or like yoga is good, for example. But if you spend your life obsessed with yoga and the only thing you want to do is yoga, well, yoga it's not good anymore for you. It becomes your obsession, isn't it? So transcending duality, it's really seeing things for what they are. Nothing is fully good and nothing is fully bad. I don't know if you resonate with this thing. but it's a topic that, you know, it will expand your perception of things, expand your perception of this reality. Nothing is only good, nothing is only bad. Of course, an apple is good. If you eat 5,000 apples in a day, believe me, the apples are not good anymore. So, are we ready to become detached from this classification that we created in our life, and instead accepting accept the all experience and use them for our evolution? I don't know if that is clear, or if you have question about it. Well, that is the same thing. Vaccination is the same thing. I mean, I am not feeling it. Like, it does not resonate with me to have a vaccine, for example. But I'm not omniscient, am I? So even though my own judgment and my own resonance is saying, well, you survived COVID, I got it, I created antibodies, so I do not need a vaccination. At the same time, I will have to do it if it becomes mandatory, then I cannot move, I cannot do anything, I will have to do it. But again, we remain open even though you follow your discernment, you know? I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you. Some people have no good in that. Yeah, but even the people that have no good in them, they might be teaching you something in your life. Isn't that amazing? So even though maybe something bad happened to you, or one of your friends is just bad, okay? One of your friends is just awful. You can decide to become the victim of the situation, or you can decide, oh my God, this bad person is actually teaching me something. So automatically the bad disappeared, because everything bad can actually be used to empower you. So isn't this amazing? You change completely your view of the world, and judging something good or bad is not actually changing anything. You're just applying a label. On something. But a bad person can be your best teacher. You understand? Like, the worst person in your life, all the narcissist people that I met in my life, that they had a bad impact in my life, they actually empowered me so much. It's thanks to these narcissist people that I found my own power, that I realized that I was actually allowing people to take advantage of myself. And so if it wasn't for that bad experience, I wouldn't have grown. So I'm not saying that dark and light doesn't exist. I'm saying they exist, but it's not your duty to point finger or fear them. Your duty is to know how each side of the spectrum will serve you. And that is a totally empowered situation, you know. Instead of feeling victim of the wrong or victim of the right, now you are empowered by the cocktail of these two sides of life. They are both necessary for your evolution. Exactly, and circumstances will affect. Exactly, that's why Einstein would say everything is relative. What he was trying to say is exactly this. Many people, they're like, oh, for example, when somebody is the birth of a baby, everyone, oh my God, such a beautiful thing. The death of a baby or the death of someone, and everyone is, oh my God, this is really bad. You know, this is not, like, it's natural. Birth and death are natural existing things. Who are you to remove the dark and light? You know, we have daytime and we have nighttime. We have above and we have below. We have good and we have bad. We have these things, we have them. So why are you trying to push one side or the other away. It's like when people fear spirit, so many people fear spirit. And I laugh because it's like, well, there are good spirit and there are bad spirit. People fear alien, well, there are good aliens and there are bad aliens. People fear human, well, there are good human and bad human. People fear, but you don't understand that nothing is fully good and nothing is fully bad. As I said before, water is good, but if you drank 7 liters of water in an hour, believe me, water is not good no more. So transcending duality, it's a very, 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 very deep topic. Like, you cannot understand it in a blink of an eye, but is through this evolution, through our life path. It's like when Jesus went to the desert, he was tempted by the devil. Well, he wouldn't reach the enlightenment if he wouldn't be tempted. So even though the devil is bad, apparently, Jesus used it for his own enlightenment. So that's why people who transcend duality, we are not afraid of any dark side. We are not afraid of any bad experience, any bad human, any bad aliens. We're not afraid of anything because we realize that both of these sides are actually fundamental for our growth, for discovering who you are, and sometimes to discover even your life path, your life purpose. To give, like, isn't this amazing? I mean, exactly. And people, some people, they get mad when I talk about non-duality, because it's like, oh, you are trying to tell me that the devil doesn't exist. And it's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. It does not exist. Like, we created something to be afraid of, and that's why we gave the power away to it, because we're afraid. So people wouldn't speak to spirit because they are afraid of spirit. And it's no coincidence that all the movies that you see, there is always like the possession of Emily Rose, like all the ghosts are evil, because they want you to be afraid of it, to make you be afraid of something that you don't know. But in reality, there are good spirit and bad spirit. There are good aliens and bad aliens. Why are you afraid of something that is natural? Like, bad intention, bad stuff is natural. You understand? So we have the darkness inside of us, because I can choose today, fully aware, I can be good, I can be bad. I have been the bad one for someone's story. I cannot put myself, oh, I'm only light. That is a lie, my friend. You're not only light. You have been the bad one for someone's story. We all play a game for people evolution. So I might be bad for somebody, but then maybe I taught them something. Like my ex-boyfriend, he was a narcissist, but he taught me something. He empowered me, actually. So the more we are afraid, the more we try to escape, the more we demonize things, the more we create that we give power to something that is not actually meant to give. It's here to serve you. The dark and light are here for you. And the more you feel afraid of it, the more you feel judgmental, then things get twisted. And a girl... thank you. A girl was saying, like, well, you are telling me that I cannot decide what is good and bad for my family and my children? Well, we have it twisted. Society on purpose twisted this on us. Because as a mother, I made this video on TikTok before, I don't know if you've seen it, but as a mother, you can see your son, it started to taking drugs and he started to go around with bad people. And as a mother, you feel fearful and you're like, oh, I want to control this. This is bad for you, my son. And in reality, that was the path of your son. Your son maybe will take drugs, and maybe he will come out of it and actually help other people that went into this situation too. So You as a mother want to control because you think you know what is right and what is wrong. But in reality, every one of us have a path of this two cocktail of thing. And this two cocktail is here to serve us. So it's very deep, because I'm not saying that like the bad side doesn't exist. It does exist, but it's up to you the power that you give it. You understand? In spirituality, we see this all the time, like people afraid of evil spirits. It's like, they can do nothing to you, my friend. They can do nothing to you. You are a divine being. There is no evil spirits that can do anything to you. If you fear them, then you are giving them the power. Then yes, they can do something. Why? Because you fear them. So they might do a little boo and you run and you're like, oh, you don't help. They're killing me. And it's like, well, it's not everything as it seems. That's why when your third eye is open, finally, you remove this veil of deception. You remove this veil of you decide on the past what is good and what is wrong, and that is limiting your growth. For example, even when we were little and you were at school, a lot of babies are hyperactive, for example. And if you go to the teacher say to the family, oh yeah, your baby is behaving really bad, he's hyperactive. And I get mad because the baby is meant to be hyperactive. The baby wants to play. It's your fault as an adult that you are not able to help that child to channel his energy. And guess what? When the child grows up, in his mind, he is a bad kid. Why? Because he has too much energy. Imagine what does it mean growing up with this interpretation has been imposed into his brain. So now this baby is convinced that his own hyperactiveness is a bad thing and he needs to be medicated for it. When the truth is, there are the adults that they're not able to help this child to channel this beautiful energy that the child have. And again, the system told to this little boy, you are wrong, you are bad, you are a bad kid because you are not able to sit down. So imagine in how many other ways society did this to us. When they told me that a spiritual person, I was not appropriate for me to have an OnlyFans. Excuse me? This version of reality is the one you choose, my friend. For you, a spiritual person cannot have an OnlyFans. In my reality, my naked body is holy and I'm proud of it. So, do we have to conform to a straight line? This is good, this is bad? No, my friend. No. No. And there are many other things like this, Many other things literally have been twisted. Girls that feel ashamed for something that they did. It's like, this is my life. Like, every time somebody wants to impose a vision of what is right and what is wrong, they are playing with your mind. And transcending duality is not easy because I get caught up as well in it at times, Sometimes we all do. We get deceived. And it's okay. But it's important to just take a step back. And that's why the divine gift of discernment, when your third eye is open, is because you feel things that resonate or no. When somebody told me a spiritual healer cannot have an OnlyFans, my resonance, I was like, nope. Here somebody wants to twist your perception of what is good and what is wrong. And that cannot happen. And it happened to us in many other ways, even in men, when they tell it's not good for a man to cry. Who the heck invented this? And now men suffer for this. Now men suffer. They don't want to show their emotion. Poor men, I think by myself, it's like, who convinced them that showing their emotion is weak? Like, for real? But then this is what society told us, or when they tell you that you need constant validation from people. If you want to do something, you need validation. Like, they taught us this at school. They brainwash us, when you are at school, you have a good grade, you have a bad grade. So basically they train you to receive validation. So you go in a place, you perform, and then there are some people that tell you if you've been good or bad. So all your life you grow up looking for validation, because this is how they trained you. They trained you to seek validation, and so you will not express yourself no more, or you express yourself only if you find people that then tell you, yes, good, brava, yes, good, this is good. And it's like, excuse me, Hitler was here. Hitler did his life, he did a lot of crazy things, and he did it. He lived his life. Like, I am free to learn and make mistakes, and I don't need validation. I don't need people that agree with me or no. This is my world. This is my reality. This is what I choose to do. If I choose to wake up and kill someone, guess what? Nobody can stop me, isn't it? People killed in our planet constantly. War, persecution. They killed witches. They killed me. They burnt me to the sticks in many past life. I have memory of that. They burnt me for my magic. They burnt me from my knowledge. They burnt me because I was speaking this. In this lifetime, they won't kill me. They don't have the power no more. But I accept what happened. And if they come to kill me again, I will be fine. Guess what? Because I'm not afraid of death. If I will die, I will resurrect again. I will reincarnate again. I will start everything again. They want to kill me again? Fine, I will come back. So when you really understand the depth of the freedom that you hold in your hand, and these both things are here for you, not against you, the whole life change, the whole perspective change. Oh, that's clear. It's like, are you against Hitler? Yeah, of course I'm against Hitler, but it doesn't matter how much against I am. These people exist. Even now, am I against racism? Yes, I am. But does racism exist? Yes, it still exists. So, dark and light are here. Period. You get me? Bravo. Yes, the only fear is fear itself. Exactly. Yeah, I will upload this live on YouTube if they save it. But I just want to empower you in a sense that that's why meditation, it's not even meditation, but that's why just inner contemplation, it's important, because the game out there is just an illusion. You could see a man full of tattoo with piercing, that smokes and take drugs, and maybe in his heart has only good intention for others. So when they say don't judge the book by his cover, is don't judge, don't create a line, because that line, it might be a total illusion. Maybe that guy that looked crazy is the only one who would intervene if a girl has been attacked in the street. And this happened to me personally. I was in the street. I had a bad episode. A guy took my hair and pulled me on the floor. And the at least people that I expected help from helped me. They were two homeless and they looked really bad and they were even drunk. And they hold that guy that grabbed my hair and pulled me on the floor. between all the rest of the people, because it was daily time, was daytime, was full daytime, with people with a suitcase and 24-hour walking, the only two people that helped me, they were two drunk homeless. So you understand what I'm talking about. When transcending duality is really not joke. It's really not joke. It's not an easy concept. It's not something that you can, even me, I can try and speak about it all day long. There will still be deception. It will still be deception. So it's complicated, but we can slowly open up to it. Slowly awaken to these things. Slowly awaken that all the torture and the bad things that happen into your life, in reality, they were a blessing. So, exactly, you need to go deep into the darkness, into hell. And sometimes, you know why we are so afraid of the darkness? It's also because we don't recognize the darkness in ourselves, and we don't accept the darkness in ourselves, and that is the biggest of the battle. Because I struggled so much, and I still struggle today, to accept my dark side. And even though I know what it is, I know what it looks like, I still struggle to accept the darkness in me. And the divine, it's like, my beautiful butterfly, you are the caterpillar and you are the butterfly. So you have the two sides inside of you. Once you accept it, then you will accept it in the outside as well. So I know that sometimes I can be flaky, for example. I can be flaky, okay? A person tell me, oh, we see you on Monday, we go for tea, and then 5 minutes before Monday I call and I'm like, okay, I'm not coming. And then when somebody will be flaky with me, I will be angry, like, oh, you see, people are flaky. And it's like, no, accept the shadow in you, and you will accept the shadow in others. Sometimes I'm flaky, so people are allowed to be flaky in my reality. Sometimes I am too fiery, and I speak with too much passion, and at times people get scared of it and they think I am attacking them. So I allowed other people to do that with me. Why? Because I see my own darkness, so I accept the darkness in others. Everything becomes such... you transcend everything, and you rise above everything, above your own shit and the shit of others. You rise, like, you see your darkness and you tolerate the darkness of other people, and this allowed you to become a powerful magician, because you really truly understand all the side of you and others. So when people take things personally, for example, that is another non-duality concept. It's like, oh, this person answered me like that, or this person did this to me, or this person, I was there for them and they are not there for me. And it's like, oh my God, you are like this at times. You are not perfection. Sometimes you react badly to people, and it was because you had some bad business going on into your mind, and you treated bad somebody else. Doesn't this mean that you are bad? It doesn't mean that you are bad. But once you accept and bless your own shadow, when you love your own shadow, you will be able to tolerate the shadow of others. When you see in a newspaper somebody kill somebody else, instead of your mind saying, oh my God, humanity, pieces of shit, it's like, well, do you know the story? Do you know what happened? Do you know if that person was mentally okay? Did you know if that person received abuse in their life? Did you know if somebody drugged him and then he did something crazy? Like, transcending everything. the inner conflict in you will be mirrored outside. You understand? Sorry, somebody was asking, I mean, instead of Lucifer, did you show me what will? You are one of the under 34. So, calm, stay calm. You haven't lost your soul is with you. I spoke with Jesus and I spoke with Lucifer, and they're nothing bad, so I don't know what you are afraid of, but don't be afraid of anything. Okay? Yeah, everyone, we can all get it twisted, you know, we can all get it twisted, and we can all, you know, it's a process. You will not just transcend duality in a blink of an eye, but we can get there. We can get there by exposing this darkness and integrating. We are made of both. We are made of both things. You cannot reject part of you. You cannot reject your animal side, your instinct side, your evil, your anger. You can't. You are deceiving yourself if you think that you are only light. Like, you are literally deceiving yourself. The devil is not a man out there with horns. The devil is in you. We are capable of good and bad. He's inside. He's not a man. He's easy. You know, he's easy. Oh yeah, the devil is that guy with the horns. The fault of everything is his. No. No. The fault of everything is in the human heart. We are capable of evil action. We are capable of good action. The devil is not out there. It's easy to drop your responsibility in an imaginary man with horns. Like, the man with horns is inside of you. Inside of you there is a man with horns and there is a man with wings. You understand? You know what I said, that when you accept the shadow inside of you, you will accept the shadow outside of you. So when you accept that you are evil too, you've been bad for somebody too, you've been flaking with people too, you've been arrogant with people too, you will be an asshole too, you will be more likely to accept the darkness outside of you, because you made peace with the two sides of you. You love them both. And so you love the both on other people too. You understand? And of course, that there is a frequency that will lead your heart. You know? Like that's why is a gift is called the discernment gift. Is there will be vibration if you listen to yourself inside. There will be vibration that simply tells you, okay, you are in alignment with this, you are not in alignment with that. So you kindly will move away from what you're not in alignment, but without judging it, because maybe you are not in alignment with that, but other people might be in alignment with that. So you allow freedom to happen. You listen to your inner guidance and you're like, right, this resonates with me. For example, now you're listening to me, and for some of you I make sense, right? So you will resonate with me. So you find some benefit on what I'm saying. I'm serving you, basically. And then if you are exposed to things that you're not resonant with, you will feel like a discord inside of you, and you simply move away. It's okay, this person is not serving me, this view is not empowering me, or this thing is not for me. But you don't need to judge it. It's simply not vibrating at your frequency. And you will get better and better on recognizing what vibrates with you and what not. And some things actually get even more interesting than that. For example, there are things in my life that triggered me, and when I say the word trigger me, I mean the proper trigger me, like, because I'm Italian, I'm really passionate, I'm really fiery, and it happened that I would hear or see something, and I would be like, outrageous, outrageous, and I would like get all like angry about it. And then Spirit came in and he was like, my beautiful divine being, why these things, why are you giving so much power to these things that you don't like? You know? And it made me realize, oh my God, the fact that I was so against something, the fact that something irritated me so much to bring me out of character, in reality was a sign from the universe to tell me there is something wrong there. Something you haven't processed is there, is poking you. You always have the control of things. So if something is so powerful to make you have a reaction, then you need to ask yourself, where this reaction come from? Why am I giving all this energy? Why am I giving all this attention to these things? And I realized that even though I was tremendously against something, it was because I was judging myself. Like, it was that's why darkness kind of disappeared, because now when something triggered me, I ask myself, why am I getting so wound up by this? What unsolved issue is in my brain to be so much wound up? You understand? The power of the darkness. Yeah, the law of reflection. And I realize that even when something, when something triggers you, there is a message there. You have to take one breath before to write, before to attack, before to say, before to give your energy. Why am I reacting like this? Why? Why am I giving so much power away? And the things shift. It's like, wow. I was about to use so much energy of mine, my precious and pure energy, to go against something. And I was giving my power away. Isn't it amazing? And that's why when, for example, I do my live healing session, that I do my live meditation, and you see Christian or fanatic Christian that come in, you are a demon. In the past, I used to be like, how can they see me as a demon after everything I went through, blah, blah, blah. And my ego would come up like bursting, It would be like, they don't know what I went through. I spoke with Jesus when I was 15. And then I had to calm down. And I was like, do they want to see a demon? I will be the best demon you have ever seen. I will not give you my precious energy. I will not let my ego fire up and act crazy. I will give love instead. I will give love instead. Yes, I am one of the 144, but that again is just a label, and who cares? You can call me you can call me mystical butterfly. Yeah, no, but Chris, now moderator aside, in the past I used to be really fired up, and now it's like, with this old transcend of duality, You know, I give these people power. If I make them feel like they are poking me, they are destroying my power, well, I'm giving them the wrong impression, am I? Instead, if I cover them with love, I do not waste my energy, and I don't create more battles, and they don't affect me. Breath, yeah. When something triggers you, just take one time. Right. I can decide to remove myself, to put love in it. You just choose how to be. We are divine being. We move with ease and grace in the middle of hell. This is what I learned. I've been in hell many times, and instead of being possessed by hell, so picture this, okay? Picture hell in your head, all right? There is all fire, torture. I am walking towards hell. Instead of walking towards hell in a disempowered state, and I let this horrible view possess me, so I would walk all like, oh my God, I'm in hell, oh, life is crazy, I'm a victim, hell. I decided to walk in hell with ease and grace. They can carry on being hell around me, but I know in my heart there is no hell. There is no fear. There is no drama. I walk in hell, straight, chest out, chin up, love all around me. I've got love for the demons. I've got love for the darkness. I've got love for everything. And it's just a better way to approach life, basically. But yeah. My God, time is flying. Right, I need to go now, but it was a pleasure to have this quick session. I will be live soon at some point. Make sure you check my YouTube channel and press the notification bell. And if you want to share my content with anyone else that you think need a spiritual slap or some empower, feel free to share my account, okay? I might be live tonight, late night. Maybe I will come by around 11 p.m. or something like that. Mwah. Oh, you will be live with Johan. Good. Amazing. Enjoy the day. Thank you for the donation and the support anyway. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Yeah, spiritual slap.